Everyone. One more time today. Yes, I got it in me. I just read a really interesting and wonderful article about a brother in faith that Michael is his name. And he went to live in South Korea around 2000 and spent over 20 years there. Um, and ended up helping escaped North Koreans adjust to South Korea and do the whole process. This and that. It's a very wonderful little story that he told, and he had a question. So, what would happen if suddenly Korea was Korea again? And he said he made it a point when he met someone new to ask, "Are you South Korean, North Korean, or just Korean?" And it kind of took would people would kind of be taken aback a little bit, and but I think it's a very valid question to ask Koreans, right? Are you South Korean, North Korean, or Korean? Yes. Uh, it was interesting to me. I understood immediately what he was trying to do there because I come from a country, Switzerland, where you have the French part, the Italian part, the German part, and then one more part that's way up in the mountains, which they speak a completely different language, right? So, are you Swiss German, Swiss French, Swiss Italian, or Romanche? And, well, no one's ever asked me that in a way. You just say, well, I'm from the German part. And you do say, but as far as, okay, so how do I feel about it? Well, we don't have any walls separating us, okay? And there's no language barrier either because we learn most of the languages in school and then also learn German to read and write, yes. And because Swiss German or Swiss Italian or Swiss French is not an official per se language that you have in writing as a dictionary or something like that. So we learn German, and I'm sure that the French ones they learn, proper French. And okay, all right. But we don't have any walls up where you can't go and see or visit, right? All of Switzerland. Yet, yeah, still, so who do you feel more connected to? Well, it doesn't matter if you're Swiss, you're Swiss, right? To me, that would have never been really a question. You just kind of, yes, I do. My mother tongue is okay. Yet I do speak as well. All right, don't no, never learned any Romanche. I love listening to it, but no, not going to try and learn that language. Yeah, I guess you could. I know people do, but think you have to kind of be in the region to really know that. Okay. But I think it's a valid question. How do Koreans feel about each other when they're from the north or the south? Do you feel still as one people? Um, I know that when it all went down so many years ago, where suddenly the barrier was up, there were relatives on either side. Are they still there? Probably not. Most of them have passed away. So, how do North Koreans, what does their lineage look like now? South Koreans, what does theirs look like now? Right? Do they still feel as one people? And he brought up another question on what if suddenly now they could integrate and the barrier would be down and it'd just be one people? What would happen? I thought about that here in the United States on how, and many other places in the world, we struggle with all the refugees coming from places where we're going, what is wrong with your home? Why aren't you staying there? Yeah, let's take care of the root of your problem. Don't migrate everyone to somewhere where you think it's going to be better. And then the havoc that it creates. I thought about, well, how about we look at this in a way in a classroom where there are new students coming from other districts or they've moved and what happens there? Well, if you have a good teacher, they're not just going to have the child sit down. You get introduced to the class. Yes, It takes a lot of curiosity and this and that out of it, and already assumptions of whatever. If a new student is introduced into a new classroom, and then what happens? They're the ones that immediately, oh, that's a really handsome guy, beautiful girl, or not. Is this a nerd? Already, the almost some children will feel threatened by someone new being there for their own status that they have in the classroom. Now, someone else has to be integrated into that. Right? Others may say, "Oh, wow, you know what? I want to get to know this person." Right? Yes, might become a friend. Right? Just saying. Why aren't we not doing that here with the refugees? I mean, obviously we can't stop it. It's being stopped somewhat, but where if they are assigned to a certain place, why not just immediately have something in place, a program in place, where we're going to introduce these people that were put, for example, just a simple example, in a town, and let's go and meet them, see what their strengths are, how can we work together, what do they need, and set them up in a way that then animosity, fear, angst, anger, disappointment, then what comes with that, right? Need for the simplest things. What comes with that? Then suddenly things go missing, stealing, violent attacks, this or that. I said, how does this happen? There has to be a root cause. I always say there's a root cause to all that. So I think that once the people are here, then you have to find a different solution besides just complaining, lamenting, as we hear here in the Psalms, enough now. But there's no solution. We need to find solutions. Solutions to, okay, well, they're here. We got to integrate them. So we need to find out, how is that done the best way? One thing is you get to know them. They get to know you on how life is here. We like to have it here. Yes? All right. Just saying, right? Yes? Okay. Anyway, I find it interesting for myself on how this wonderful story of Michael's, in so much detail, this and that, on how it brought up all kinds of other things that I have to say, yeah, we should think a little deeper than just always just scratching the surface. Because if we just dig around in the surface, right, you're not going to get very far. Nobody's going to get very far. And, so you take your nails and oh, it just caught my nails. I can't really dig. Well, you don't have a shovel. You don't have a stick that you could make a hole. Okay, just saying. Yes? But instead of trying to find another solution on how to get through certain things, especially when it comes to other people, we just keep doing this as if we're going to be able to dig a 6-foot hole like that. Yeah, eventually you will. Okay, maybe. And your hands will be ruined. Your nails will be gone. I don't know. Just saying. And it will take a long time. There are easier solutions. That's it. Yeah. We have ways. They're already established, like in a classroom. How can we not apply that in a greater scale when it comes to other things as well? I'm just saying. All right, let's go to Psalm 86. A prayer of David. Book of Psalms. All right, let's see, David. How did you do? Oh, I'm getting this immediate. Don't read it. Well, let's just do it, okay? It might be good. You may have done good here. Oh. Bow down your ear, O Lord, hear me. Oh, he's starting out with a request. There's another word. Demand, right? Yes? He's not saying, please, O Lord, hear me. Bow down your ear. Bow down your ear, O Lord, hear me. For I am poor and needy. Oh, okay. You are. You are poor and needy? What time of your life was that at? Preserve my life, for I am holy. You are my God. Save your servant who trusts in you. Be merciful to me, O Lord, for I cry to you all day long. Rejoice the soul of your servant, for to you, O Lord, lift up my soul. For you, Lord, are good and ready to forgive. Forgive. What does he need to forgive? David. It's a prayer of David. And abundant in mercy to all those who call upon you. Give ear, O Lord, to my prayer, and attend to the voice of my supplications. In the day of my trouble I will call upon you, for you will answer me. In the day of my trouble I will call upon you, for you will answer me. I know now why you didn't want me to read this. My goodness, you were arrogant. Among the gods there is none like you. Among the gods there is none like you. Did you just hear what I read? Okay, all right, okay. I'm resting my case. O Lord, nor are there any works like your works. All nations whom you have made shall come and worship before you, O Lord, and shall glorify your name. For you are great and do wondrous things. You alone are God. Teach me your way, O Lord. I will walk in your truth. Unite my heart to fear your name. I will praise you, O Lord my God, with all my heart. And I will glorify your name forevermore. For great is your mercy toward me, and you have delivered my soul from the depths of Sheol. I said, man, David, I tell you what, you would have made a great actor too. O God, the proud have risen against me. Here we go. And a mob of violent men have sought my life, and have not set you before them. But you, O Lord, are a God full of compassion and gracious, long-suffering, and abundant in mercy and truth. Again, this is in my opinion, in the way that I'm reading, according to the whole thing, let's see. But you, O Lord, are a God full of compassion and gracious, long-suffering, and abundant in mercy and truth. That's like holding God to. You're such a kind person. So you are going to lend me that $50, right? Okay. Oh, turn to me and have mercy on me. Give your strength to your servant, and save the son of your maidservant. Show me a sign for good, that those who hate me may see it and be ashamed. Because you, Lord, have helped me and comforted me. Okay. This is so all over the place. Interesting prayer. He was obviously in distress and trying to get out of it. And again, what is he doing? Well, interesting what I said beforehand. Psalm 87, a psalm of the sons of Korah, a song. His foundation is in the holy mountains. The Lord loves the gates of Zion more than all the dwellings of Jacob. Glorious things are spoken of you, O city of God. The Lord loves the gates of Zion more than all the dwellings of Jacob. Make up your mind, people. Glorious things are spoken of you, O city of God. City of God, Zion. I will make mention of Rahab and Babylon to those who know me. Behold, of Philistia and Tyre with Ethiopia. This one was born there. And of Zion it will be said, this one and that one were born in her. And the Most High himself shall establish her. The Lord will record when he registers the peoples, this one was born there. Both the sinners and the players on instruments say, all my springs are in you. Okay, it's a song. Psalm 88, a psalm of the sons of Korah to the chief musician, set to Mahalat Leonot, a contemplation of Heman the Ezraite. Ooh, a new one. Okay. But, so Ezraite was one of the sons of Korah then, right? Okay. O Lord God. So that's mentioned here now. Interesting. O Lord God of my salvation, I have cried out day and night before you. Let my prayer come before you. Incline your ear to my cry. That's nicer said. For my soul is full of troubles. Oh, and my life draws near to the grave. Yeah, so why is it always when people are ready that getting closer to dying that then they remember? Okay, all right, all right, all right. I am counted with those who go down to the pit. Oh, I am like a man who has no strength, adrift among the dead, like the slain who lie in the grave, whom you remember no more, and who are cut off from your hand. How did they view spirit world? I mean, huh, that's an odd one here. You have laid me in the lowest pit, in darkness and in depths. Your wrath lies heavy upon me, and you have afflicted me with all your waves. You have put away my acquaintances far from me. You have made me an abomination to them. I am shut up, and I cannot get out. My eye wastes away because of affliction. Lord, I have called daily upon you. I have stretched out my hands to you. Will you work wonders for the dead? Shall the dead arise and praise you? Shall your loving kindness be declared in the grave? Or your faithfulness in the place of destruction? Shall your wonders be known in the dark, and your righteousness in the land of forgetfulness? Huh. But you But to you I have cried out, O Lord, and in the morning my prayer comes before you. Lord, why do you cast off my soul? Here we go again. Why do you hide your face from me? I have been afflicted and ready to die from my youth. I suffer your terrors. I am distraught. Your fierce wrath has gone over me. Your terrors have cut me off. They came around me all day long like water. They engulfed me altogether. Loved one and friend you have put far from me, and my acquaintances into darkness. That's 86, 87, and 88. I'm a little lost on this one. I'm not sure. It sounds like that. Okay, so he's old and he's dying and he's scared to smithereens. And I don't know why he's so scared. What did he do? I don't know. So, reading this psalm, I'm thinking that Haman, oh, the Ezraite, maybe a son of Korah. Seems to need a little prayer, which I will give him. Again, this is someone's lamentation over dying. I don't know. Something that an affliction since youth. I'm not sure what that means. Uh, it doesn't say. Yes. Somehow it made it into the book of Psalms. In a way, sometimes I feel that these Psalms are a lesson to us as well. Uh, the restoration of ancestors is a big thing in my church, in my faith. And to to be a helpful hand as a descendant, yes, and of course be grateful for the merit that many of our ancestors also have left behind for us to do better in life or this or that. Oh, I don't know. It kind of works that way. I do know it works that way. So I would say that Psalm 88 would be one of those Psalms where we recognize burdens that obviously are not going to be taken care of, burdens accumulated that will on a person by a person that they realize I'm not going to be able to fix this, so we're going to help out. Yes, yeah, that's a good one in a way. I mean, it's as I said again, and that's what came to my mind. And immediately, whoa, buddy, I think you need a little help. This is very sad to read. Yes. Yeah. Okay. So there is that. I'm going to end with this one here. Yes. And again, what's the solution? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, there you go. Well, when I read something of David, I've already said that in videos before. David and I are good. I keep he's learning as well. Uh, and I I hear the names, I read about it, I feel like it's not always that way. Uh, but often I feel an instant connection somehow, right? Yes. And there's a reason for that. Again, oh, so I can give him a good talking to? Yes, I do that too. But, of course, more so okay, now let's work on the restoration part here. Yes? Yeah. Yes, I don't just do that for my own family, my own ancestors. I try to be a helping hand wherever it is needed. Yes, that's a good solution, isn't it? Rather than, whoa, your family. Ah, my family. Yes, okay. Said my piece here. So there it is. May Heavenly Parent bless and protect you and guide you and embrace you with the utmost love that is so easily, freely available. Yes? And I will talk to you all maybe a little later, but God willing, tomorrow.